Reggae Interviews. Word Sound Power.
This is Jazzi Marks for Reggae Interviews. Today, we'll be getting to know a little bit more about reggae artist Isha Bel, live and direct from Kingston, Jamaica. Welcome to Reggae Interviews. How are you doing today?
Hi, since Janet and Jazzi Marks and all Reggae Interview lovers. This is Isha Bel. Good to be here with you.
Nice. Now, I know
well. I'm
you're well. You look well. Right, there is so many things going on right now. Yeah, man, there's so many things going on right now for Isha Bel. I check out your social media on a regular basis and it's blowing up right now. There's so much things going on. But we're not going to go on about that right now. We're going to come back to that. Okay? What we're going to do is take it all the way back for the viewers so they can get to know you and take them back to the beginning of the journey. Yes. Where did it all begin for Isha Bel in music?
For me, with music, well, I've been singing from I'm a little girl with my parents. My parents are Christians, so I grew up in church.
Yes.
That's where it started. And I used to sing with my father, my brother, my sisters. And we used to enter all these church competitions. And then we used to have this thing called JUNAC, where it's an annual youth competition. And we have to rehearse like night and day, like we're training for a marathon, that kind of stuff. And from there, when I entered high school, I didn't do much music until the last part. I entered competitions and stuff. It didn't happen. And professionally now, I started out with a girl group called Fourth Street Sister.
All right.
That's where it started.
All right.
It's not before the locks, and not before I found my path.
Okay.
So that's where it started. I used to be in one of those poppy girl groups. It was 4 of us, and we used to be in white, and we performed all over, and opened for some big name acts overseas in Jamaica when they come to Jamaica, and we traveled overseas. And after that, I took a long break from the music, and like about 9 or 10 years, almost.
Wow.
Because it was while I was in school, just starting university, I was in the group, working a job, going to school and trying to do music was, and all kind of stuff was happening. And that's where my professional career started. And I must give thanks to those people because I learned a whole heap of things. That's how I would put it. I learned a whole heap of things. And then I came back. Music, but I was there doing productions in the background with Road Dog Productions. And then I decided, look here, the background thing is not for me, doing the production side and stuff. And then I decided that I have to come back full-fledged. One day I was trying to decide on my name, because my name is Natalie Aisha Walsh.
Wow.
And one day I'm in the kitchen and I'm recording and stuff, and I'm always writing down my songs. One day I'm in the kitchen cooking and I see my voice say, say your name Isha Bel. And it's like something just popped in my head. At the time I had my daughter, and I say, I'm going back to the music, I'm going back, and I would come to town and do little jobs here and there, until one day I just decided to just make the plunge and find my way to Kingston and just start back again from scratch.
Okay, so where was home? Where was you born and raised?
I was born in Kingston. East Kingston to be exact, right at the foot of Warwick Hills.
Okay.
East girl, through and through. So I always tell people I'm the periwinkle on the sidewalk, because in East Kingston, a whole heap of periwinkle grow on the sidewalks, So I come from East Kingston. My family is from East Kingston, and I'm from St. Elizabeth side and Linstead. But I was born and raised in East Kingston. Go to church in East Kingston. Do everything. Go to school in the entire Central Kingston, Alpha Girls School, coming right up. So that's where it started. But I went to live in the country in St. Thomas after the girl group breakup.
That's where my people come from, St. Thomas.
You come from St. Thomas?
That's where, yes.
I like St. Thomas. Actually, I had good times in St. Thomas. I must say that. So when I came back to Kingston, I started doing the rounds. Like I decided I'm going to do it in a guerrilla fashion, because I didn't know when returning to the music, it's like you feel like a fish out of water, because it's a whole new environment, a whole new set of people. Most of the people I know already migrated overseas. So, and a lot of them, I wanted a fresh start.
Yeah.
So I returned to Isha Bel, and I started recording. I would barter with persons that I would do. I sing harmony for you. Just make a rhythm for me. You know, that kind of vibes. Do this, I'll do that for you. And it takes a time. And I was at a studio in East Kingston. I did harmonies there, and then Caveman one day came there because I used to have this restaurant. Because when I left country, I never have no money, I just decided I'm gonna come to music and go look a job, and the job didn't work out. And I just say, I'm gonna make some fritters and cook some food and do some things, go and do some hustling. People cry shame on me, but such is life. And
there's nothing wrong with that.
They expected different things, and I would barter with them, and then then I start recording. Caveman heard a song I did at the studio, and then asked me to come and sing on some songs he was doing for Sizzler, harmonies. And one day I said to him, because I was recording my own stuff, but nobody really know it yet. And I said to him one day, sir, Mr. Singer though. And I said, really? And I said, yeah, man, make me a songwriter and a singer still, and I just come because me also do this in the meantime. The pot of a bubble till the food cook. So this is the pot of bubble when we do the harmony thing and all these things, just to keep the fire burning. And I recorded this song called Domestic Problems. That's the first song I recorded as Isha Bel, with other than my own stuff. That's the first song I recorded. And I went on and recorded another song. After I recorded that song, I did the scene for almost a year. And I went back. That's another story. I didn't go back to the studio for almost a year. And I started recording, but I didn't put out anything. And one day I booked him up. And I said, which part you there? Look how long you may look for you. Just disappear like that. And I go down there and I recorded this song called No Police. And that is when I start to realize that I start sing again. I released No Police. No Police was this guy named Scratchulous. I don't know if you know him.
No.
He came to me, and he was at a rhythm, and I recorded on it. And I entered No Police into this competition called Sound Chat Radio 45 Sound Clash, and I won the competition with the song. Nobody call the police. People want to live and dance in peace. Nobody call me so loud. It's relevant right now because we don't want the police right now with a lot outside. Yes, and I recorded that song, and it really made people start say, oh, okay, cool. And I met some people like Wildlife at Caveman, and he introduced like some of the other persons to me, like Unruly in the UK, and that kind of sparked a whole lot of things. And from there, Isha Bel's story. That's where it started.
That's where you started. So what were your influences? I mean, obviously you transitioned from pop to ITIL. How did that happen? What inspired you to?
Growing up with a Christian parents, I was never the broke out type of girl, So I was always seen as even though I'm in the group, I would tell people, so like the dress here, in terms of adjective, I was kind of green in terms of shy, very shy. Love the background. I would spend more time writing on my pen and paper, with the pen and the paper.
All right.
So the singer, always writing, but never the one, but with the conscious. I was always conscious, always socially conscious from school days. So that was in me. My father, I should say this, before he became a Christian, was a Rastaman, My father was a Rastaman, and I think the bug, it never left. The root didn't leave, so it became a part of me. So while amongst the brethren there, when I'm in the group, I was more so serious. They're saying, if you loosen up like a bit, man. No, but my songs are more some serious songs, and I write some songs. Who will you be? I remember when I was in the group, they came to sign us.
Yeah.
Poly Records came to sign us, and they gave us like this. That didn't work out. They gave us like a Miriam Makeba song for all of us to translate, to just listen to the melody and write lyrics to it. And my song, they picked the song I wrote called Who You Be. And the man was saying, you're a serious writer. I said, yeah, because I'm very socially conscious, African oriented. So the whole thing about Rastafari was embedded in me. When I was growing up in East Kingston, I grew up around Mystic Revelations and Rastafari members. I used to thief out and go to concert down the road. So all of that was in me. So it's like when I start, after I journey after the group and going through changes, it was like a shedding of skin, coming out of a corporate kind of environment, because it's work at the Observer. Everybody expect me to look, oh, I remember when I decided that I'm going natural and all that, and the boss looked at me and said, Miss Walsh, I see you're joining the band of ragamuffins. So it was quite an interesting journey, but I know deep down in myself, I was searching.
Yes.
Search balance and spirituality so bad. I just felt like I couldn't connect, and Rastafari was the only thing I connected to. Felt like, okay, this is me. This is who I am. So a lot of the changes came as a shock to a lot of persons. So it has been a spiritual journey for me, a personal, a therapeutic journey. Trust me.
A true transition. I can see all the transitions. And obviously, coming from a Christian background, the transitions may not have been received so well at home with your family.
Never received in the sense that my father, okay, even while I was in the group, I'll just be as honest with you as possible. I love my family, but I understand more than anything else their calling, but I understand my own calling. And it used to hurt me that when I decided that I'm going to sing, like not in church, hallelujah. My father was most pissed off, you know. I can tell you for a fact that my father has never really seen me perform as Isha Bel, nor he has never came out to anything that I have done. My mother in 2016 was the first time after how many donkey years, the first time she came and saw me sing. Just to show you that it has been a journey, man, a journey. And that was at Marcus Garvey. Imagine the self-reliance man and find your way person. It was at his graveside when the Ministry of Culture invited me to come and sing for the 127th anniversary. And she and my sister come. I was so happy, you know, you see them in the audience and everybody receive you. I was quite happy at that moment. So Rastafari has been my grounding. And I'm still seeking balance, still as much as possible, because from I'm a child, I'm a why person. How come? That don't make no sense to me kind of person. You understand? So I always weigh things in the scale, in the balance. And I always have this saying that we have to learn to find the creator within.
Yes.
And not to really, you have to see faith, religion as a gateway to understanding self.
Yeah.
Not romanticize anything, but to use it as a gateway to understanding your purpose on earth and what you're about. So that is what Rastafari has done for me. So when I read the teachings of Alice Selassie, and that brought it home to me, especially the part where it said the kingdom of the Most High lives within.
Yes.
That is what opened me, and that is where I find balance. So
that's the important thing. I mean, now we've gone through the background of Isha Bel, and Reggae Interviews got to know you and were kind of introduced to your work through a mutual friend, which is Junior Congo, who is also part of the Reggae Interviews.
Yeah, I met Trick. I met Trick for the first time when he came to interview Shaka Demus.
Yes.
I was there because I did some work with Shaka, and he said, come with me, man, come, because I did some work in his studio. And Junior, I know Junior from a long time, you know. And Junior Congo, we work together. He has done a lot of work for me. Junior is one of those steadfast brothers, you know, that great a whole heap, because I would call him. I said, Junior, come play some stuff for me. Junior and I put a band, acoustic band together. And I'm not leaving out Junior. I said, Junior, I don't care who you're working with. I can find some time for Aisha, please. You know, I would love you to do that. And he would come through, and me and him work together on my song like Second Nature. He played it from good. And that's and too. That's one of the first ones I released.
It's a beautiful, beautiful track. It's a very beautiful track. But as you mentioned there, Shaka Demus, that is something we're coming on to, because we just released an interview with Shaka last week, and he was talking about his new single that you wrote, the new single that he has put out. What's the single called?
Oh, the second single that is coming. That song is called Build Bridges. Build Bridges. You know, from time to time, Shaka, okay, let me explain the journey, you know, with a brother wanted me to come do some work for him in Portmore. Didn't know where I was going. I said, all right, because me's like that. Mm-hmm. From available, I'm going to come and support you. I said, all right, come. I'll come. And say, if my brother said, go do some work, and I come. And I go and I did some harmonies, and then said, I said, Shaka studio. I'm there. I said, okay, interesting. Me and him there, and them take pictures and stuff. But I left, and I hear them call me back one day and say, I love the work where you don't come through back. But this time when I go, they said to me, they want me to write a verse on a song. I'm like, write a verse on a song. I'm not listening for me, but you know me already. Me just get the song. He had his song. It was not even no Rasta, no songboard roots. It's a girly kind of tune. Mm-hmm. You understand? So, but I just take the challenge. I said, all right, yeah, human being, my flesh, everything. You understand? But you know, it's just music. So I wrote the song on it. I was using hesitant and say, you know what? Make somebody else sing it, man. Me write it, but make somebody else sing it. So I'm writing and say, you're that bad? So I'm sing the song, and it's one of the songs on this album too. Over the years, over the time, I went on. One day they called me and asked me to come in. I went there all the time, and then he called me one day and said, write a song for him. Mm-hmm. This was before this one. This song called Build Bridges. I'm getting to Build Bridges in a minute. I'm just telling you where it started. He was putting out an album in 2019. Yeah. That album, I have a song. He asked me, that was the first time he asked me, send a rhythm and say, I want you to write a song that you're going to do a duet with me on. That song is called Beautiful Place. I wrote it and it came out on his album, that 2019 album. So it has been, that was the beginning of the working relationship, right? And then when they called, they needed a backup singer one day. Remember, me's a solo artist, you know. And he called and say, no, sir, I need a backup singer. I know you can do harmony. I know you don't want it, but you have time to come. I say, yeah, man, why not? Go on the road, go earn like extra money. Because me's like this. Music, I don't discriminate. I'm not a purist when it comes to music. I just know where my faith stands. I'm not a purist. So if I'm in a position to back you up, I'm going to support you. That's how I am. So I go on the road with them, and I was doing harmonies. I came to the UK with them too. At Genting Arena in 2016. I performed with Shaka Demus with them on that show with Shaggy, Shaka Demus and Pliers, Maxi Priest. Wow. And that was right. And I came back and we continued the working relationship. Then no, he's working on a second album. And did this song called I did a couple of songs, and then we got around to Build Bridges. And he said, Aisha, I have an idea for your song, you know. Them call me one day out of the blue and say, Aisha, I have an idea for your song, you know. But we come together, man. Come in like we're one of the world, man. Put something together. Oh, we two we go come. So him said, come link me somewhere. I'm going to link him and make up the lyrics. And I made him there. I said, I like it, you know. I like it and so forth. So we start correct the, you know, order the lyrics and order it. Oh, him sing and him say, I want you to get some people and we put it together, you know. So I'm going to get Bubbler, we get Axman, we just get everybody to that bring that song together. Then we get Limey Murray and so I structure it and they were like, oh, you hear them, so I hear everything. It just reminded me. Let me tell you the song remind me of. Because of the church, you know, in church, I have this clock on, waiting time.
Mhm.
That's what it reminds me of. So I said, the melody, we need to have that happy church revivalist kind of vibe to it,
Mhm.
because I don't know if you realize with Shaka, even though he's doing dancehall, him have this old, he's one of the only DJs that have this kind of revivalist feel in his,
Yes. Yes.
that kumina, him never know, I don't think him even realize it. The kumina in his way of delivery.
Yes.
So song came up perfectly with him, you know. Name of it is Bill Bridges. According to him, it's going to be the second single, and I'm really happy. Thank you very much, Mr. Demos.
Yes. Well, he picked you up in the interview, made me say, well, I definitely need to find out your side of the story with that, you know, and
right.
that's great.
Lyrics, and we basically structure it, and everybody put a part, but you know, it started and sparked with me. So it's a team effort, really.
He has a great energy as well, the energy that the two of you seem to have together.
That he's one of the, a lot of people would say that I'm Rasta and you follow, but let me tell you, he's one of the purest souls I've ever come across in a long time in music. In this industry, you come across a lot of, I don't like saying it, but I tend to feel the vibe. I'm a vibes person. I can feel if you're genuine to me.
Energy.
I tend to from people, and my ear skin, the ear of my neck raise, and then kind of vibes there. Okay. So it's one of the purest energies I've come across. And what him say mean, him now go around you, him pay you, him not ramp, him pay you your money. Him not play with you, him not come work you for free, and no, he's not doing that. So
no trickery involved.
No trickery, man. No. That's what I respect about him more than anything else. Nothing like that.
That's good. So these projects that you're working on now, there's so many. I know you can list them all out, and we would love to know, because I mean, I turned on the computer, was it over the weekend, and I saw the 100th anniversary for Costa Rica. You did a performance for that.
Yeah. Stephen Golden of the UNIA. I've always been UNIA Garviet. I'm a Garviet more than anything else. So Stephen Golden, I normally participate in anything that has to do with UNIA. That's the song I actually sung at the Marcus Garvey. That's the song I wrote. I must tell you about that song. Costa Rica celebrated 100 years of the visit of Marcus Garvey, because UNIA is strong in Costa Rica. It is a massive organization in Costa Rica to this day. So in everything, Garvey is in it. I know Costa Rica has a large Black Afrocentric community, and they have kept it alive. So Stephen Golden of the UNIA invited me to come as the Jamaican representative to sing and participate in that. So I went through, I organized it. The song I actually sung, Red, Black, and Green, is not even released yet. Before he even called me, I was saying, oh, this year I really have to release Red, Black, and Green for Marcus Garvey's birthday, which is the 17th of August. That's the song I sung in 2015 at Marcus Garvey's side. I must credit Denise Isis Miller of Roots FM, because she was doing a thing called August for Marcus in 2015. We used to do some work together at that time. And she said to me, Isha, when you write one song for Marcus Garvey, write what tune, man, and come back to me. I say, all right, no problem. I'm going to go home. My brethren, no, Allah Lord of Chalice.
Yes.
He was making a rhythm. And I said, Allah, I'm going to put a song on the rhythm here, because I'm going to enter this thing here. I'm going to go home, I'm going to take the rhythm overnight and write the song. And I go back to Isis and just say, I'm going to go to the studio the next day, boy. I said, never finish good. I'm going to get to Isis, and she's like, you write this, Isis? I say, yeah, man, sit here. And Wildlife, who was there at the time, the two of us, he wrote one too, and sent it, Up Ye Mighty Race. And we went, funnily, that song, every time there's a UNIA meeting and I'm available there, Aisha, please sing Red, Black, and Green. And the song is unreleased. So it has been like that. So when Stephen called me again, I just had to do it. So that was last week. Last week I did that. And I'm releasing that song.
Yes. Yeah.
So that one is coming out for definitely in time for Marcus Garvey's birthday. That is going to be the second single. Because what I'm doing now is organizing I remember I did a digital album last year.
Yes.
In 2020, which is Hear Me Now, One Woman Army, which
Yes.
is all rhythms and stuff. This time I'm doing the live band rhythms album. So like Red, Black and Green, live musicians made that rhythm. And the Second Nature, strictly live, you understand, more acoustic, more rootsy, more Isha Bel. You're going to get more Isha Bel. So my album, that album, I'm looking to release it on November 11th. And I get. So that album will be coming out. So the second single is Red, Black and Green. As you can see, it's a very rootsy, old school.
Yes.
It's driven, nice, groovy. And I have to big up Chalice them. Alla Lloyd. I have to big up Alla of Chalice. He came up with the rhythm, but it's the production is my production.
Yeah.
Because I've added like the added horns to it. The version you hear don't have the horns. There's a nice saxophone solo at the front, which Allah helped to create that. And there are additional instrumentations and stuff, and the mixes. I'm doing like a dub mix, and then I'm doing the regular mixes and stuff, and piecing that. So that's the second one.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I was gonna go back into some of the tracks from Hear Me Now. Hear Me Now, One Woman Army. Yeah. What an album. I mean, all I could do is, how she come up with this name? Because when I first read the album cover, when I saw the artwork, I was trying to work out the album name, and I was like, Hear Me Now, One Woman Army. I said, yes, that's tough. Isha Bel. Yeah, but the album itself, because you did quite a lot of live feeds with the tracks on the album, and I know that if it wasn't for the pandemic, you would definitely have toured that. That was.
The pandemic, funnily, I released that album right in the middle of. It's like everybody in Asia don't release the album, so no, I'm putting it out. Funny, you see those songs? You ever write yourself into the future?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I did that with that album, because like Walk by Faith was done the year before. Liquor Prior was done in 2018. Ancestor Song. I must big up these people, you know. Let me tell you, Hear Me Now, One Woman Army. Let me tell you the reason behind that name. At the time, I was going through so much. I felt alone. But it wasn't alone in the sense that I feel like I'm going to give up, you know. I feel like I just had to see these things through.
Yeah.
I want it. So there are some of the songs that are my total productions. And then there are persons like Dougie Conscious and Tom Cushy with Liquor Prior that gave me permission. I made that song and we swapped. Gave me permission to put it on the album. Same thing with Marshall Nico, people who have been in my corner. And Ancestor Song, and 4 of the songs really, 4 or 5. Yeah, 4 of them really. Those persons give me permission. I said, okay. I said, when I made a deal with them, I tell them, look, I want to put it on my album. The intention originally, you know, was to mix the 2 set of songs, you know, because I have, so pretty I'm not downstairs and can play some of those. I have like 2 of all these rootsy songs, trying to blend them with this digital vibe. It just didn't work out. So I split it and say, this was the pivot for people to understand my mission, because I don't think it was very clear in the beginning to a lot of people, because I was doing so many different things. So the executive production is mine in terms of that. The production, everything, the whole overseeing of the project, the coordination of the project. I just see it from start to finish and just take my time doing it with, you know, just by myself. And there were things that didn't work out, and I just had to go back to the drawing board and just hear me now. You were all waiting on some works from 2018 because at the time I'd gone silent to a lot of person. And I said, you were all waiting. Here I am. Hear me now. See the works here. This is one of the ways.
Because it was like two sides to the name, you know, hear me now, one woman army, you know. So yes, yeah, that makes sense. Hear me now.
Yeah, man. Finally, I'm here. I waited long. Hear me now. Yes, and I'm stepping out. One woman army, because the songs they're very thought provoking. According to, they gave me a nice review. It was album of the week for Japan, in Japan's reggae records. They gave me, funny, and now people don't know this, my album was on the short list for the Grammys, you know.
Really?
Yeah, it was, yeah. I was so surprised when I saw it, because smack between Buju and Anthony B is Isha Bel.
Wow, that's a big achievement.
It was. And then Reggae France nominated me like for international female artist of the year because of that album in the list. Oh, you know,
it has done really well in Europe. Very well received. So
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Like, I give thanks to everybody that supported me with that album, because I was so, it's like there's so many people that came across and said, wait, Aisha, you come out of nowhere with this. And they were like, what were the thought process, you know? They gave me some strength, and I have to big them up in every way, like Culture Dub and Reggae Unite blog and Shriek and World of Reggae at the time. Everybody just, let me give one a back a hug.
You're welcome. And you know, the thing about it with Isha Bel is your voice is crystal, it's soulful, it's, you know, and that connected with the material and the writing, it's great. It's absolutely great. And we just wanted to.
Yeah, Woodies. I can remember them. Floating on. Did that, yeah.
Okay. So is there anything in the pipeline going forward?
A whole heap of things, you know. I'm just saying, not even a pipeline. What would I put it now? In the course, the river course, because I'm a river coming out on all angles. I like water. So I have a whole heap of things. I'm trying my best to finish the video for Second Nature.
Yes.
I've completed it last month, but we know I can't really go in that. It kind of got sidetracked. And because, you know, the one woman army and the balance things.
Yes.
So I have that to finish. I'm planning a showcase for television. Not either I haven't cemented the finalize it yet in terms of the presenter, but I'm doing that showcase just before the album. I'm currently working on a mixtape.
Okay.
Right. Because people that like to hear something else before the album drop. But then I had so many songs released this year. I had Second Nature. I had Rise from Switzerland. And then I had this dancehall song called Good Life, which is totally different from that with such sound system in Italy. It's a good song, you know. It's just me in a dancehall vibe when nobody normally hear. It go good life over here. And that become there. Stay open on my life, grab a chair. I can DJ too, you know. Good things come here. Say good life over here. It's a song about telling, because it is a perfect song for me right now for the summer. I'm coming out of the pandemic thing. We want good things in our life, more opportunity, more hungry days and squalor liberty, peace and love, happiness without the worry. This poverty life is an unfair something. Every day we out hunting to put more cabbage on the dumpling. You understand? Or jack on bus. So right now we want good life, we want happy times. And then I had another release with my brother from South Africa called Vuyo Finally. That is called Africa and Me and You, which came out on African Liberation Day, May 25th. So I had 2 songs in May, which was Good Life. And so the 2 of them came out at the same time. I was like, oh my, do I? You know, it was kind of like to promote the 2 of them, 2 different vibes. So I still promote them still. And we're doing more work on the Africa and Me and You. And then I had Hold It that came out with my brother, Roots I Tech. I don't want to forget that, man. African Liberation EP. Roots I Tech. I have to big them up, you know?
Yeah. I saw the album cover and everything on your Instagram post or your Instagram story, yeah.
Right, that one. Mighty people stand up strong, that song. Big up, yeah, that's another UK production. So my focus right now is the album, finishing, because I have most of the songs already. I have 3 more songs, and I have to kind of stop myself because if I don't stop myself, I write a song every day. You know, that kind of pressure. So I have to stop myself and focus on what I have now and finish them and put it out. So it's going to be a kind of eclectic mix of, you're going to get the rootsy Isha Bel, the relationship Isha Bel. Second Nature is the happy Isha Bel who is so blessed to find somebody great. But then I'm going to also give you the Isha Bel that been through troubles and struggles in Prize, song like Prize, because everyone can relate, you know, because I want to hold I always tell people, which is why I keep my stuff so diverse. I don't like boxes. I'm flesh, I'm spirit, and it's balance. So I have to balance both in terms of what is presented. So you have like a song on it called Prize. It's an uplifting song for women, but at the same time, it's about recognizing your strength. But the way it's written is, I don't want anybody to say I'm bashing nobody, but the way it's written, it's like, I say, man say a lot of sweet and nice things. Man say a lot of sweet and nice things. When them heights up your goal and walk up the pen. Allow yourself careless, naive and trusting. Them will dig out your treasure, leave you crying. You better hold up on your prize. Know you are prime time.
Yes.
Know for yourself and your worth at this time. You better hold up on your prize. You are prime time. Oh God. You know, it said, don't let them steal your sunshine. You know, that song is on it. Then I have like Periwinkles on the Sidewalk, another that is going to be like a eclectic, a mixture of Naya Bingi with some folk guitar. Whoa, that song. Because you might see singing it with the Periwinkle on the on some live. That one, that is another one of my favorites. And then I have like Journey, that is about my life, growing up and the struggles I've been through. So I'm going to be a bit more personal on the album. Yes. So you're get like a tapestry, or I call it a potpourri of everything that makes me up in that album, you know?
Bit of a collage.
Collage, right? Because I have like Journey is very personal. Every time I remember it, it has to do with my life, trying this journey of music, you know, this journey of where the entire journey from the sad coming right up, from the happy, everything. So it's like I got like born in a family out of 4, 6 picking felt like the odd one. Mommy was a mission. Let me see it. Don't, if I start crying, don't say no, please. I say, born in a farm, lot of 4, 6 bikini, felt like the odd one. Mommy is a missionary. Daddy, him was a deacon. A wally politics I get because I question what was tradition. The passion that burns in me, many see it as rebellion. My journey has been lonely. Only you are my company. My journey has been lonely. Only you were my company. I said, a melody, pen and paper, kept me out of problems. Me drop out of university because a calling I could not ignore it. I limbo dance many years done in a promised land. Well, pray to some demons. In my drop on my face, still up in the race, and none can kill me conviction. My journey. Then I have like the second verse related to my family, like, home has always been the stage, the tears of the crowd. There's always been that empty chair that echoes out so loud. Oh man.
It's the nerve, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. What's that?
I said it hits your nerve. That is right. From the heart.
Right, it comes, yeah. So I had to put that song on the album also, because it just relates to everything that comes full circle. And then the journey, who is my company, the fans, the people, the persons that keep me going, So it's a dedication to the fans and for them to understand the journey that has brought me where I am, And music for me is therapy. It's therapy in such a way. It's not about, I've never been the type to run down everything that I see in front of me. Can't do that. I'm just so happy most of the time that somebody hear what I have and just felt a connection to it, that they can relate and they call me and say, boy, I just love your music and I love what you do. So, but they don't even know what they do for me, They don't even know what they do for me. They don't know. So I have a lot, and the intention for the album to release physical products and physical copies in terms of CDs and vinyl.
Definitely vinyl.
Right. My plan is to pick the 6 best tracks and do the different mixes and have them on the vinyl, like a vinyl EP, LP, and the others. That will be for my birthday. That's my birthday present to myself and to the rest of you.
Well, as soon as the vinyl comes out, Reggae Interviews will be ready to support you with that. Definitely. I definitely know that Strick and Rob will be straight to order. So, and it's a big thing for us in Europe. I find that the Europeans are really love the vinyl. Even if they don't play the vinyl, they have it as a keepsake. It's.
That's one thing I wanted to do with Hear Me Now, but I couldn't do it. But I have it on CD. Actually, I have CDs, but the Corona, it has messed up. I didn't really advertise it as I should. I have them on Bandcamp where people can actually buy the CDs. But the shipping issue from Jamaica because of the Corona, every time you go send them out, I've had some people take 7 months to get the track, and it coming that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You send it out and the post is telling you that they hold on to it because New Zealand is not accepting anything from Jamaica, or you follow, and it's very hard to be explaining to people. So I don't really promote the physical products, but I do have physical CDs for Hear Me Now. But it's kind of crazy because get them out, because even the US, it took me like 4 months before somebody received their CD in the US. A brethren in the UK, I've Germany, a whole lot of people still waiting, because the post, like each time I go there to send out, I'm getting them back. Saying,
yeah,
they accept them because this country closed, that country closed, that country closed. They're not accepting me, this now. So it's been like that.
Well, I mean, with things like that, maybe in regards to shipping and export and things like that, maybe that's something you can take up after the pandemic has run its course, because it's still not there yet, but people still need physical copies, and people will still have that demand because they heard the music, but you didn't get to tour with it. So that's all still fresh material as far as the world is concerned.
Like, they were asking me, "Oh, you're doing an album again?" I say, it's like, let me say this. I don't want to be mean with the music. The music is there. Just take it. Today you like this one, tomorrow you like that one. I don't like being mean with the music at all. So it comes out. The universe give me freely, you know, so I'm mean with it for. You understand? See there.
So you get blessed, you're gonna bless the universe with it.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, before we bring this to a close, I always ask everyone that I interview to say a little something, sing a little something, just something inspiring for the viewers, or you feel is inspiring for the viewers.
Okay. Which of my songs you like? Let me see if I can sing it for you. You tell me what you would like me to sing. I have so many songs for me to go up and pick something.
I like Source of Nature.
Second Nature.
Second Nature. Why am I saying Source of Nature? Second Nature I like.
And then I sing something for everybody. It's a it goes so. Hearts beat like drums, like Jericho walls, resistance come down. No question, this vibration is love. In tune with my thoughts from first conversation. Reading my mind, finishing the sentence, and all the troubles in my life for that time. Since you come in my life, me want love you forever. A love like this is treasure. King, I want to love you for life. That song is for the queens. You have to sing it to your man, you know. Make the man feel good, especially if he's a good man, treating you well. And then we have to sing those kind of songs because we have to encourage the healing in our brothers, you know. Wake up the king energy in them, you know. So
yes,
it's one and watch the other. And then I will say, mighty people, stand up strong. Keep your focus on Zion. Oh yes, the battles may be long. Our victory shall be won. Jaja Pikine, hold it.
Yes.
Mighty people, hold it. And just know say, yeah, lion, oh lioness, stand up and know you are the mightiest. Lion, oh lioness, wake up and know you are the greatest.
Amen. Well, it was a real pleasure to reason with you, Isha Bel. It was a great honor to have you here at Reggae Interviews, and keep it up. Yeah, and keep spitting out that music.
Reggae Interviews. Word Sound Power.